Hi, Cecilia here. Welcome to my channel. This is an update on my bariatric journey. So, 2 years ago, this 11th of October, I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and I was at my highest 172 kgs, and my lowest was 133 kgs. I'm currently sitting at 138 kgs and I fluctuate between 137 and 143. I have struggled since my last post, but at the same time, I have learnt from that journey between then and now. So, over the last 8 months, I have been struggling with my meal portions and my meal frequency um, so on average, I look at having 3 meals a day and maybe one or two snacks, healthy snacks. But with my current role as a support worker, I have been given clients whose goals are to go out in the community and do different activities. And part of that for some of them means going to a restaurant to eat. Instead of me eating the food that I have prepared and take to work each day, I find myself eating with them at the restaurant. And where I come unstuck is that because I've purchased the food, I don't want to waste the food. It cost me money, and I was eating more than I should have. And on top of that, I might have a dessert and a coffee. So that was just a lot of food, and I was not necessarily putting on weight being the problem, but I definitely wasn't losing weight. I kept on going yo-yoing up and down, up and down, up and down. Another thing that I have learned about myself is that I'm addicted to food. I knew that I liked food. I knew that I ate too much of it, but I didn't see myself as being addicted to it. It was Erin Branscombe that mentioned something about it. She's a YouTuber that posts on bariatric stuff. She said, she was addicted to food, and I thought about it and I thought, actually, I'm addicted to food too. So I don't have an automatic stop button or turn off button. If my children bring cakes into the house or chocolate or lollies or ice cream or fizzy drink or juice, I don't have that automatic, oh no, I shouldn't, just don't. I want some too. I'll say, oh, can mummy have some? I would like some, please. Or I just help myself to it. And I didn't realize I was doing that because I guess I lied to myself thinking, oh, if I just have one bite, if I just have one slice, if I just have one scoop, it's not a problem. Well, that one scoop, one slice, one bite ended up taking me to 143 kgs from 133. So that's a whole 10 kgs since my lowest weight. And when I was able to catch myself out, I was actually able to make a change. How else did I get up to 143? I had a friend have a friend who was evicted from her house. And prior to that process, she did ask if she could stay with me. And I said to her, no, you can't. Because if you were to stay with me, we would no longer be friends. Because I know myself, I don't really want someone in my space. And when she got evicted, I did extend my hand out to her because she had a cat, and said, we were happy to look after the cat. You need to find somewhere else for you. But we're happy to have you in our home to settle the cat, but you still need to find somewhere else to stay. 7 weeks later, she finally moved out. In that 7 weeks, I managed to take my weight from 137 all the way back up to 143. All that hard work that I had done to get back down towards the 133 mark was undone. I found that I was not sleeping. I'd be up 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was midnight snacking, having a meal, an actual full-blown meal in the middle of the night. I found myself eating more. So instead of lunch, 2 hours later, I'm eating another meal, or snacking on something unhealthy. Then comes sorry. Then along comes dinner, and then maybe an hour after that, I'm chowing down the leftovers of dinner. I was just hungry, and I didn't realize I was a stress eater. I guess it happened all along, but I didn't make the connection here with here and here. I was actually really stressed. And it didn't really dawn on me until she left after 7 weeks, because I was sleeping. I slept. For the first time in a very long time, I slept. I think the first night she left, I went to bed at 6:30. The night after that, I went to bed as soon as I got home, which was around about 5:30. I just slept. And then my sleep patterns became normal again, where I'd go to sleep at 9:30, 10:30 at night. I would wake up at 6:30, like how I normally do. I could get out of bed at 7:30, if I was having a sleep in. Whereas before, I was struggling. I'd be there at 8 o'clock going, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes, for my shift that started at 9 o'clock. So I've learned out of that experience to protect my space that I'm in, who comes into my space, and also to not feel guilty about not sharing a meal with someone else. Eat my lunch that I've prepared, because I think the stress was getting to me because I was paying for food and I didn't want to waste that money. And in the same at the same time, it was actually chewing through my budget. So I was stressed about that because my budget doesn't allow for meals out. There are times when I can eat out, and not during work time, because I was chewing into my family budget. So that's where I'm at the moment. Today has been one of those days where I've haven't felt like this for a very long time, and that's what prompted me to post this video. I feel really good. I feel really happy. I feel content, and I'm proud of myself for recognizing that I need help, that I do have a problem, and that I can lose the weight. I know how to eat well. I just need to be a lot more protective about my boundaries, about who comes into my space, about what I put in my mouth, and also being truthful to myself. And I think also practice mindful eating, because I'm one of those that just sticks things into my mouth. I don't think about it. And I need to practice mindful eating more. So between now and the next time I post, I hope that I have moved my weight down. That is my goal, and that is my intention, of course. And I know I can do it. I don't feel anxious about the process, and I'm happy now. The other thing is that I am moving into a new role, employment role, with another company, doing a similar thing, but I think it's going to be a lot busier than what it was in my current company, or what it is in my current company. But it's necessary to keep me focused, because I think my brain, not I think, I know that my brain was starting to fall asleep. It needs to be challenged more. So I'm looking forward to how the next couple of months will be before I post again, and hopefully I have some good news next time around. All right, that's all I have to say for now, and I hope that for those of you who are on your own bariatric journey, I hope that you continue doing well, and do reach out for help when you need it. I think in this last wee bit I didn't reach out for help. My therapist, whom I normally talk to, is away on family stuff in Belgium, so I haven't had my usual chat with her, but I could have reached out to my friends for help. Um, yeah, so if if I can impart anything in this video is that you really don't have to be doing this alone. Tag a friend in, a family member in, anyone. Yeah, I should have known that by now, but I'll know that going forward. All right, take care of yourselves. Thank you for spending this time with me. Bye.